know these last couple of videos I've had up are just me in my room talking about passionate topics, I guess. And what you guys saw in the beginning here is a sneak peek to a video that we're actually doing, like kind of a build breakdown on that car. So subscribe to the channel to follow that. We're making plans on good weekends to do it. So anyways, we're just going to be filming out the competition today here at Lonestar Drift Round 2, I believe. I think so, don't quote me on that. I had the video posted of MSR. I didn't get any footage there. That was more of like a hangout day for me. But here I'm just going to sit in the back and grab, because I'm actually super close to the track. They're allowing us to sit here. So I was like, dude, what a perfect opportunity to get some cool footage. So hopefully you guys are ready for 6 minutes of just straight drifting. All right, so we got this drift event here. I did not film the entire thing. Here's the first battle. It was really good, but I'm going to talk about myself for a minute because I can. And I didn't film the whole thing only because my camera ended up dying. Now, I wanted to get up and walk around, but it's been 100 degrees out here in Texas. And I know if I leave my camera in the sun for too long, it'll just shut off on me. And so I just filmed everything in the back of my car. And that's why I'm doing the commentary, because I want to break down some of these runs here, like this one where they had that huge gap in the first turn, but then the E46 cleans it up here and he gets a little closer and he's keeping a really good line on that Mustang, and then they slow down right here and mess it up. Moving on, so we got the S13 and this G35 here. Again, not great proximity going into that first corner, but these transitions are solid. The lines are solid. That G is keeping up, and then they both slow down right here for the hairpin, and loses a little bit of proximity there, but keeps going. Now, also a little disclaimer. I guess I already said the disclaimer and I totally forgot, but I'm trying to take all of this in one take, and it's not scripted because I have my fan turned off now so I can talk into my mic, and it's like 85 degrees in my room right now. The AC isn't working too well. It sucks. It's freaking brutal in the house right now, but I love you guys and I do this for the people. So hopefully I don't have to take too many takes and sweat my ass off in my room right now. But this run was good here. And I think the next run, I think the Mustang does better. I can't remember. I tried to watch these clips back to back a little bit before doing the voiceover and everything like that. But I got the memory of a stoner because I used to smoke so much freaking weed back in high school. I just permanently screwed up my short-term memory. But anyways, moving on. So yeah, the Mustang did do a lot better in the lead run here. Great lines, keeping distance on the chase there. The chase driver couldn't keep up. So that's really good as a lead driver. That's how you win this run right here. Look at that guy smoking it up. And it wasn't. And I think something was going on with that IS 300 because for one there was bad proximity, and then obviously it spun out right there. I don't know if something happened in the IS 300. I remember having issues afterwards, and it was blowing smoke. Like he messed up the ring lands or something. I don't know. Every time it was idling, he'd step on the gas, a cloud of blue smoke would come out. I felt bad for him, so I filmed him for a second. And then we're moving on to their second battle, and he actually kept good distance on him right there in that first turn. And then he kind of pulls through this whole run, and you can see a little bit. Well, that's kind of tire smoke right there, but. I didn't film him when he was up front just idling, but yeah, every time he'd hit the gas, I would just watch a big old cloud of blue smoke come out, and I'm like, I should probably take that to the car doctor or something there, bud. But he was killing it, so there's that. Again, Z's, you're going to see a lot of Z's. There's a lot of Z's out here in Texas, killing it. Great line right there, just coming out wide. But yeah, a lot of Z's, a lot of Corvettes. A lot of Mustangs too. I've seen a lot of Mustangs out here. Very, very rarely did I see like S chassis. I saw more S chassis back home when I was in Oregon, and being an S chassis owner myself. But here's our second run here. All these clips I put in, they're not all chronological. We're actually coming up to the clips that are where I kind of just started putting in like my favorite runs of the day that I saw, that I kind of analyzed and was like, man, these drivers are really like giving it their all. And because right here, look at that decent proximity almost the whole way through, except I think in turn one again. But look at that, just right on him, and then he pulls away, and then they almost crash. But this is Edwin, by the way. Edwin in the Mustang. Super great driver. And actually, believe it or not, Edwin is somebody who hasn't been drifting long. He went to like the school of drifting out here, and he, in the short amount of time, he's just become a phenomenal driver. He's gotten really good. And I remember watching him last year before I met him, and you know, he was a little all over the place and everything like that, but as you can see in this clip, he's killing it. The E46 does a little bit better of a lead run here though, but Edwin also has an E46 Pro-Am car that he didn't drive this event because he told me that he was having oil temp issues because of where his oil cooler was mounted in front of his radiator. Wasn't getting good airflow, so he's redoing the system before he drives it again, so that's why he's in his Mustang today. But again, he like kept up with the E46 really well. Like for his experience, like, he's a great driver, super cool guy. S13, that red S13, by the way, fanboy over it. I am a complete slut for that car. That thing looks so good, and I don't like coupes. Like, I don't like coupes, but S13s that just have that kind of stance that just looks super clean like that, I bang with it. It's so good looking. Oh my god. Great driver too. Both of those guys, great drivers. That run was phenomenal. And then right here is even better. Look at this proximity in turn one. He's sticking so close to the S13 there, and then the transition, perfect. Their line's great. Look how close he is. Right here at the hairpin, they both slow down. He gets aggressive. He almost smashes right into him, but he saves it, and he keeps that proximity. Like, that is a solid run right there. That run is so great. Even all the way to this last zone. Both stick to it. It loses a little bit, but you know, the whole run was great. This is another great example. A little bit, I think he kind of straightened out. That Mustang straightened out there, but their transitions, their lines, right here, he sticks pretty close to him. I don't know if he sticks close to him the whole time, but this was also a great run. And again, Z's, Mustangs, I mean, you're going to see them a lot out here. And we're going to be coming up to the last couple clips here. The very last clip here was my favorite run all day, because there's a car, I'll get more into it when we get to it, but I've been fanboying that car since I was at this event watching him drive all day, because he's a great driver. He goes up against this 370Z, who's crushing it right now as the lead driver, just leaving that S13 far behind. That S13 not keeping good proximity or anything like that. Like this Z right here destroyed this run. Again, everybody here was great drivers. You know, it's just when it comes to competition, you kind of got to go with the winner there. Great run right here too from the Honda and the Z. Both great transitions. Look at that. Their line could have been a little bit better right there, but they did. I mean, they held it great. They're really close right there on the hairpin. Obviously, they took the cone out. But other than their lines, their proximity, their run, everything, their attitude, everything is so great right here on this. They're both driving really aggressive. And this is a Z. This is the Z. So these last three clips is going to be the Z and this 370, because they had it one more time. And look at this transition. They're both in sync, and he goes out on the outside a little bit. And I cut this clip short because the freaking sponsor of this video is Honda, for being in my freaking way when I was trying to record this of these two demons going at it. Oh my god. And cut, because we can't have that. And so this is their second battle here. Look at this. He didn't have good proximity, but come right up on him. Great proximity here, great transitions, great line right there, right on the outside, just going for it. And then they both almost catches him in the fender going in that hairpin, but he wants to just stick really close to him, just stay as close as he possibly can. Like this Z with the two colored wheels, amazing driver. I was watching him all day. Like he was practicing, every transition was just flawless. So we got this last run here. This was crazy. Look at this. They're both great on proximity. Chase is good on proximity. Their transitions right here, great. Their line right there is where they hit it, perfect. And then right here is where he messes up, and I was rooting for him because the Z slows down, causes him to spin out. So I was rooting for him, but the 370 did slow down, which caused him to correct, and he overcooked it right afterwards. All right, I got the fan back on. I'm dying. It might have to do with the sunburn I got going on. I'm looking at my thing. Do I look like a lobster right now? I feel like a freaking lobster right now. I'm looking over at my other screen right now, and it's just like, oh! Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't really just walk around all nimbly bimbly like, because I would have sucked. I already got sunburnt like this. It doesn't hurt that bad. Like, my legs are worse because they were in the actual direct sunlight. I have tinted windows. That kind of saved me from the UVs, I guess. And with that, I'm gonna get out here and go enjoy my fan. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys all later. Have a good week. Bye bye.